Hi guys, in this video we're going to be taking a deep dive exploration of Chrome's DevTools. This tutorial is perfect for beginners right through to advanced level web developers and represents an excellent opportunity to flex our muscles in the art of HTML, CSS and JavaScript from the perspective of the browser. This will help us to debug and reason about code much more productively and effectively, and in my opinion it's an essential first step on the roadmap to becoming a world-class professional web developer, both on the front end and back end. So stay tuned, this is going to be an excellent tutorial. We're going to expose all the inner workings of the Chrome DevTools, and in doing so we're going to learn a heck of a lot about the web and HTTP. In this section we're going to be taking a look at viewing and editing the DOM. If you're new to web development, then the DOM stands for Document Object Model, and it's a way for the browser to interpret a HTML page and render that page to the screen using a tree-like structure consisting of objects. So to reinforce the concepts of the DOM, let's just type in DOM in Google Images and we'll bring up a particular image. Let's say we'll go to this one. Let's go to this. Right, so we've landed on w3schools.com, and this is a visual representation of the DOM, the Document Object Model. And as you can see, our HTML elements are represented as objects within the browser, and it's these objects, not the HTML elements themselves, that we are manipulating in order to build our applications or web pages. So with that said, let's move swiftly on to exploring the Chrome DevTools UI. So I find the easiest way to open Chrome DevTools is to right-click on a page and select Inspect. This will bring up the Chrome DevTools user interface, and at first glance it appears to be quite a complicated beast, but fear not, over the course of this tutorial we will distill all of these UI elements into their core principles, but for now I'd just like to address the issue of layout. So in 2021 there are a dizzying array of resolutions, screen sizes, browser versions, there are various operating systems to contend with, and it's inevitable that everyone's layout is not going to be the same. So to provide a bit of consistency, if you want to customize your UI a bit further, go up here and we can click on these three ellipses, not to be confused with those three ellipses. We will click on these, and as you can see from this section, we can dock the DevTools to the right, to the bottom, to the left, and we can dock them as a separate window. So for example, if I dock them to the left, then there's no surprises there. The UI docks to the left, and for the purposes of this tutorial, I'll continue with DevTools on the right. To further customize layout and make it suitable for your particular workflow, bear in mind that everyone's workflow is different. We've all got different screen sizes and resolutions. You've just got to find one what works for your particular setup. We can further manipulate these DevTools. We've got this console draw down here. If for whatever reason you don't see this console draw, if you click within DevTools and select the escape key, that will toggle the console draw on and off. With that said, let's move swiftly on to viewing and editing the DOM. When it comes to viewing the DOM, DevTools has quite a few powerful tricks up its sleeve. So if we right click inside a web page and click Inspect, you'll notice that over in the Elements panel, the H3 element we just clicked has been highlighted. Now, if I hover over this highlighted element, you'll see within the web page that various colours have popped up. Now, these colours correspond directly to the CSS box model here. So for example, if I hover within the sizing aspect of the CSS box model, within the web page itself, you'll see that particular sizing has been highlighted. Similarly, if there was any padding, that would also be highlighted, and also border. Now, for this particular H3 element, if I hover over margin, we can see that within the web page and the CSS box model itself, this element has a top margin of 40.32. Here's a little bonus tip. So let's say I'm somewhere randomly within the web page. Now what I'm going to do on this little expand icon is I'm going to click Alt and then left click the mouse. I'm going to find somewhere completely random now. So I'm going to go to this A tag here, or A element. I'm going to right click that and now I'm going to scroll into view. As you'll see, it's brought it right to where we need to be. It's a nice little feature if we're trying to root out some sort of element and we don't know exactly where it is within the page. Another powerful feature of Chrome DevTools is the ability to find DOM elements by using CSS selectors. So if we click on the Elements tab and we press Ctrl F, we can now search for any particular DOM, and we can be quite specific with this one. So let's say we want to find all A elements within, say for example, the footer elements. So we will first type in footer and then we will target the A elements, and that's the first of 5 as we can see down here, and if we click through them we get the element.